up, guys? The red light is on. We're here with 15-1, the legend Mairon Santos. Mairon, my day, how are you?
Good, and you?
Doing very good, doing very good. First of all, you gave a lot of your time to Fight Finesse lately. You talked to our guy Ryan Gerald a couple weeks ago, my main man Jonathan Romlikin last week before the fight. So first and foremost, appreciate you. Appreciate always giving up some of your time. Thank you.
Thanks, man. My pleasure. You guys are awesome, so thank you.
Appreciate it. Of course, you're probably sick of all this UFC 313 stuff. I'll get into it just a little bit, but first, I want to start with something different. I that interview that you had with Jonathan was great. You talked about your boy, and talked about anime. How have you kind of in a little crazy bit of a week? How have you got away from the same old MMA and the same combat sports? What's got you out of that dark hole, baby, or that cave?
Man, I think if you notice, my face is big, so I've been eating a lot.
Okay.
That's my hobby lately.
That's your
Just
hobby. I like that. Okay.
eating. Uh, my foot is still sore from the kicks,
Okay.
so I'm not going out too much. So I'm just staying home and enjoying my baby. I wasn't sleeping in my room because of the fight.
Yeah.
Now I am, and actually I'm not sleeping because
Yeah.
he doesn't sleep, so I don't sleep. I'm trying to help my wife and trying to make her like recover the sleep that she lost since he was born.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I'm doing this week. Just enjoying family, eating a lot, and recovering from the injuries.
I love that. What's your go-to thing that you eat? Is there something that's like your go-to? I'm a big dip cone fan. I don't know if you know, a Dairy Queen has the ice cream with the dipping on it. It's amazing. If you never had it, Myra, it's amazing. What's your kind of go-to thing to eat?
Man, I like sweeties. So
Okay.
one the first thing that I ate as soon as the fight ended was a bread with Nutella, a lot of Nutella,
Not a detail.
and
Okay. Okay.
I would say first like Saturday, Sunday, and Monday a lot of Nutella, and then I start to like want to eat pizza, things like that. And now I think I'm finally like getting into my place again. So now I'm going back to regular food.
Okay.
But before my mind was just like junky food all the
Junkie food.
time.
One week, that's all you get, and then you kind of got to get back into it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Also, with you staying up, through the night with your boy and everything, do you pick up like a TV show? I got 4 kids, my man. I got 2 boys, 2 girls, and when I used to do that through the night, like I always picked up a new TV show because like you would wake up, feed the baby, do what you got to do, but then like I'm still kind of up, so like I would kind of fall back to sleep watching a TV show. The show I did it was with Daredevil. I don't know if you remember that show on Netflix back in the day. I loved it. Is there like a TV show that you're watching, or what are you doing mostly through the night?
I'm trying to watch movies. Nothing specific. I just go to Netflix and I
Netflix.
see like what's trending, and I'm just watching. But there's this series right now, The Night Agent. I'm
Mhm.
watching with my wife, so sometimes he's sleeping on my arms and we're watching it, and it's good. I like this like crime kind of
Like a mystery
movies and
show?
series. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh,
So
night agents. Night agents.
yeah, yeah. I think it's famous right now. So it's a good one. It's a good one. It
Okay.
starts slow and it's like it's and then it gets better.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll pick that up. I'll try night agents.
Yeah, that
All
that's
right.
what I'm watching.
Okay. I like it. I like it. Hey, I got 4 minutes and 50 seconds. I didn't mention it. I hope I did you a solid there, Myron. UFC 313. My main question, I guess, is kind of more of a mental question more than anything. Like, some of my best friends in the world are fighters. I know what it is to cut weight and go through camp and to put so much time and effort and you're always at the gym, like you said, you were even sleeping in different rooms. You put so much into the fight, and then you win the fight. It's got to be, when I hear from them, it's the greatest feeling ever. But it just seemed like from you, tell me if I'm wrong, like you won the fight, but there was like a negative towards it from the crowd that night, some media members, and even from the commentary team right away. Did it take away from that? Hey, I won the fight. I'm 15-1. I'm 2-0 in the UFC. Did it take any of it away? Or are you happy and life goes on and you win? You got the win bonus. You keep moving.
Yeah, just keep moving. I don't get bothered by the comments, crowd, and anything like that because I already lost, like in amateur fights, in Muay Thai fights. I competed a lot Muay Thai in Brazil, and I lost a lot. Like, and I just got better after. So that's the only thing that I want right now. Like, go back to the gym, train, and like the MMA community, they are like they just remember you from your last fight.
Yeah, yeah.
So
They
next
love
fight,
you. They think you're the best ever. If you don't put the greatest performance, you're the worst ever. They want you cut. It's
yeah,
they're pretty
yeah.
cold. They're cold.
So I didn't say my opinion about the fight to make the fans like me more, or I didn't like, oh, I regret what I said and now I want everybody to love me. I said what I said because I'm a honest guy, and I don't have reason to not be honest.
Yeah,
And if
yeah,
you
yeah.
ask me a question, I'm gonna be honest. So that's my opinion. My opinion after the fight is the same, like I said in the previous interview. But about like the reaction of the people, the only thing that I have to say is they remember you just like from your last performance. So if I go out there, my next fight, put on a good performance,
Yeah,
I will be the best of the world again. So
yeah,
I'm very cool with that. And I have great people around me. I have like people that love me and they are honest with me. So I don't care too much about the crowd and
yeah,
things like that. I have a family right now,
yeah,
and I see life in other way. So yeah, man, I'm just happy that I fought in a big event, big card,
yeah,
biggest superstar, headlining the card. So the only thing that I have to say is that I'm gonna go back to the gym and get better. I'm not happy with my performance, so I have to see what were my mistakes and get better. That's it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Myron, did you see that video of Ankalaev's corner? Poetan, he does the big arrow thing, and so Ankalaev's corner caught the arrow and broke it. That's how he didn't win the fight. He never got to it. I'm not happy with it. I'm a Poetan guy, So I don't know if you saw it, Myron. I'm not happy with Ankalaev's corner. Not at all.
No, no, me neither, man. That
It
guy,
was
that
a good
guy,
fight. It was a
if
good fight.
he hadn't done that, Poatan would have won. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm with you.
that
I'm
that
with
guy
you.
did a big mistake.
Big. I agree. I agree. We just talked to Francis yesterday. Our great L. Dawson under this banner talked to Francis yesterday, and it kind of came up. Do you think throughout your career, both of you guys studs, both of you both very young, can you foresee yourself a year from now, 5 years from now, maybe a number one contender, maybe you guys want our champion 5, 6 years from now? Do you think that you guys will rematch down the road one day?
Uh, to be honest, I would love to. I don't know because like usually we guys that are not ranked and things like that, they don't put rematches. But we like this Saturday we're gonna have a rematch after I don't know 3 years maybe, like with the Marvin and Roman. They're gonna do a rematch and they not like it's not a championship bout. So maybe one day, but I don't know. Like I said, I would love to, but I don't think it's gonna happen because like so many fighters in this division,
Yeah.
and we yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Okay. Okay. Very nice comment there, Tom. Appreciate it. Um, you talked about the division. We'll kind of get into that a little bit later if you don't mind. A couple of previews and where you might be next. But I love asking this question. We're still early in the year. You started 2025 with a W. What's the perfect projection of the next 7, 8 months for you? How does 2025 end up for the legend?
So I want to fight two more times this year. Uh, in a perfect scenario, I would fight three more times,
Oh,
but
okay.
I don't think that would be possible. So two more fights will be perfect. One in the middle of the year and one towards the end of the year will be good. And yeah, uh, win my next two fights with good performance. Hopefully, get the finish like I like to do, and that's the perfect scenario, and that's a perfect ending of 2025 for me.
I love that. Of course, multiple fights under the tough banner. And then you just said you just fought UFC 313, Poetan's on the main event, T-Mobile. Love that arena. Beautiful crowd. Did that kind of like grab you? Is it important for your next fight to be under another big card, a big show, a big crowd, or a fight's a fight? And if you got to fight at the Apex once again, that's what you got to do.
I would love to fight in a big card again. Today we are like in this technology media. Everybody's on social media, so fighting in a big card would be better for me because I could reach more people. But if I have to fight in the Apex, it's fine. I already fought three times there, and it's good because like it's like fighting in my backyard.
Yeah.
I live like 10 minutes from the Apex, so it's nice. But fighting in a big card would be nice too. I like the energy, I like everything, and I don't think the reason why my performance wasn't good was because of the big card and crowd, things like that. Was more because of me because I didn't listen to my coach like I should. So I don't think there's a negative impact on me, and I love the energy, I love the walkout, I love everything. So would be good fighting a big card if it happens next.
Okay. Okay. I always thought about that too. I know a lot of the guys that live in that go to the same gym and they're 10, 15 minutes away. We just talked to Vanessa Demopoulos just last week. Same thing. She's 10 minutes away. She trains at the UFCPI and then that's all that. It is that different for you to sleep, in your own bed the night before, the night after, like all that, or would you like some of that, like the travel? There's I think a plus to be like with your team and it's you against the world and you guys travel together and you bond together. Is there some of that you would like to do, or you're like, nah, Dave, I got my bed, I got my family right here, life is good, I could fight in Vegas forever.
So for this fight, little things were different. Like uh, I asked to check in the hotel earlier
Okay.
because my baby,
Yeah.
he's getting to the phase of cry loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I try to escape a little bit of this environment to focus. But usually, fight week, I just like to stay home. I don't like. I like to stay alone and home. My coach asked me, "Hey, you want me to go to the hotel with you?" And I said no. So all week I just stayed alone at the hotel. I
Wow.
will meet them to train, but I like to stay like more alone and chill, like reflect on my own thoughts, things like that. And yeah, it's a plus. Fight in Vegas, like fighting home. I
Yeah.
don't like to travel. I don't like planes. For me, it sucks. So
I agree.
if
Agree.
I could fight in Vegas, my next 10 fights would be great.
Okay, there we go. We're fighting in Vegas. I love it. A couple of things in your division. I would love your take. One last thing before you run. Like I said, appreciate your time, Myron. We really do. Of course, the champion in your division was Ilya Taporia. Looks phenomenal, striking, ever grappling, can do it all. He's moving up. What do you think about Ilya moving up to lightweight? Assuming a big fight for him, maybe even for the championship. But I always know talking to fighters in the division, you always that's the goal. Sooner or later was Ilya. That's not the goal anymore. It looks like it will be Volk or Diego. Well, I'll see that next. But what's your thoughts on Ilya Taporia moving up?
I mean, it's great for him. I think if he feels that he's accomplished everything that he could, I think it's a good move. As a fighter, I know cutting weight sucks, so maybe he's just tired of it. And he
Yeah,
has all the skill sets to beat the best lightweights in the planet too. I don't think he'll be undersized. I think he'll be short but strong, and like he was in featherweight. So good luck for him, and I think he's gonna do great in lightweight. Yeah, he's gonna do great, and I can't wait to see him fighting at lightweight.
I love it. 4 good fights coming up in the next 2 to 4 weeks in your division. Like I said, if you want to go long on it, go long, my man. If you just want to say the winner, I'm cool with that too, my man. Who do you got winning? Who's the new featherweight champion coming up in a couple weeks? Volkanovski or Diego Lopez?
I believe Diego Lopez, his momentum
Yeah,
is like he's just on a wave. He's very confident. He has heavy hands, good ground game, and he like I think it's his momentum, and I think he's gonna win. Volkanovski coming off like back-to-back KO losses. I think that can affect his confidence in the fight,
yeah,
but it's Volkanovski when like he was a champion for a reason. I
sure.
think it's a close fight, but I'm gonna go with Diego. I think he has everything, all the tools to get this done.
All right, Diego. Next one on the same card, Yair Rodriguez, veteran of the sport, been in the biggest fights in the featherweight division, traditional pitbull, Bellator, major champion over there, finally coming to the UFC. You got Yair or the pitbull?
I got Yair. Oftentimes we see guys coming off from different organizations, and
Yeah,
then they get to the UFC. It's different level. Like
yeah,
Michael Chandler,
yeah,
it's a good example, and I think Yair coming off like he lost kind of in the grappling to Volkanovski and also to Ortega, and I think he's gonna make the improvements. And I think the only way Patricio can win is like mixing it up, using his grappling. I think Yair gonna be prepared for that. I don't see Yair losing in a striking battle, so I'm gonna go with Yair.
love that pick. Round Earth versus Flat Earth. Laura Jean Silva versus Bryce Mitchell.
Man, I'm gonna go with Jean Silva.
Yeah, yeah.
He's he's
On
with
fire. On
everything.
fire.
I think he's already in Brian's mind
Mhm.
because Bryce, sorry,
That's right.
Bryce's mind. Like in the press conference, we could see that Mitchell wasn't happy, and I think Jean will bring that to the fight. And I'm gonna go with Jean by KO.
Ooh, KO. I like that. I like that. Last one. No one's really talking about this fight. I love this fight. Potentially opponent of yours, maybe within 18 months. How about Josh Emmett versus LaRon Murphy coming up pretty soon as the main event?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Good fight.
I'm gonna go with Josh Emmett. I
Ooh,
think
okay.
his experience gonna be a factor,
Yeah.
and Leron is a guy like usually he starts a little bit slow, and
Hmm.
then progressively he gets better. But I don't think you can make this mistake with Emmett because he has dynamite on his hand,
Yeah.
and I think Josh gonna win this fight.
I like that. I like that. It was so funny that his fight against Topuria, of course, it went all Topuria's way, but I think in a weird way, we're seeing Topuria just walk through Max Holloway, right? Volkanovski, Emmett was there at the end. Emmett lasted all 5 rounds. He did get beat up, but he was in there. And I feel like that looks better on him now than ever. I'm going to throw out 3 names at you. These all guys can be opponents of yours in your next fight. And just let me know which one you like the most. You're like, Dave, that's the matchup I like. All right, you ready?
Yes.
The 3 names: Billy Q, Nate the Train, and Andre Feely. What fight would you think you would like the most? What makes most sense to you?
Um, I like the fight with Billy Q.
Billy
I
Q.
think it's a good matchup, and if I had to choose, I would choose him.
Okay, I like it. Billy Q versus the legend Mairon Santos soon. All right, my man. Appreciate you. 15-1, 2-0 under the UFC. Father, you got everything going, living in Vegas, living out your dream. Man, appreciate you coming on the show. And yeah, anytime you want us, we'll talk soon. All right, my man?
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me, and I'll see you soon.
Will do. Appreciate you.